Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Ordinary Council meeting of the 25th of September 2025. Welcome to our members of the public. It's good to see young folk in the gallery, so welcome. Hope you enjoy it. Won't take too much time, I hope. This, as we all know, is going to be our last council meeting with the council that we currently have, and for those that are up for election, good luck. Councillor Pike, you're not up for election, but we'll talk more about you later. As we know, we've got to read the declaration because we are being live streamed, so I'll do that now. The Shire of Murray Ordinary Council meeting is being live streamed and recorded on the Shire's website in accordance with the Local Government Act 1995. Members of the public attending this meeting consent to the possibility that their image and voice may be captured on the recording and live streaming. Statements or decisions made at this meeting should not be relied or acted upon by an applicant or any person until they've received written notification from the Shire of Murray. All right, we have got a full complement of councillors and we have got a full complement of executive staff, so we don't have anyone away. Do we have any leave of absences pending from anybody? No, everyone's raring to go for the first one back in October. Responses to previous public questions taken on notice, I believe, is nil. It is now time for public question time. Are there any questions from the public at all? No, that's nil. Petitions and approved deputations, I've not received any, so that will be nil. Item 6.1, confirmation of the minutes, Ordinary Council meeting 28th of August 2025. Do I have a mover, please, for those minutes? Councillor Rogers and a seconder, Councillor Pike. Thank you. Does anyone have any comments or questions in relation to those minutes? If not, we'll put that item to the vote. All those in favour? That's passed unanimously. Item 7, announcements by the presiding member will be attached to the minutes, and likewise for item 8, announcements by elected members will also be attached to the minutes. Item 9, acknowledgement of receipt of disclosure of interests by the presiding member. Anyone have any disclosures to declare tonight? No, that's nil. Reception of minutes and recommendations of committees held since the previous meeting of council is nil. And now we move on to reports of the Chief Executive Officer and officers. Item 11, planning and sustainability. Item 11.1, consideration of submissions, amendment number 307 to local planning scheme number 4, rezoning of portion of Lot 1 Napier Road, Oakley. Councillors, we have the officer's recommendation there. Do I have a mover for that recommendation? Councillor Carter and Councillor Kirkham. Does anyone have any comments or likely to be against this item? Would you like to speak, Councillor Carter? Councillor Kirkham? Any comments or questions at all? All right, we'll put that item to the vote then. All those in favour? That's passed unanimously. Thank you. Item 11.2, consideration of submissions, amendment number 327 to local planning scheme number 4, rezoning of lot 106 Newton Street dwelling up from public purposes to residential R10. We have the recommendation. Do I have a mover, please? Councillor Willis and Councillor Black. Is anyone likely to be against this item? Councillor Willis, would you like to speak to the item?
Thank you, Mr. President. As the officer's report mentions, we're need to grow the dwelling up population to support sustainable community infrastructure, especially the primary school. The numbers there are very low, and it is at risk of possibly in the future being shut down if the numbers drop. We need economic growth. Further to this, increasing population could bring in vital revenue to local businesses who a lot of their revenue currently comes in through tourism over the weekend, school holidays and those types of things. So having more people living in town and utilising those businesses during the week would be great for them. I think it's highly important that this land is approved by council and the state, and also that it's not available for the short-term, that it has restrictions on it, so that it's not available for short-term accommodation, in which currently a lot of the homes are leased out as such. In terms of state government approvals, I'm really hopeful that DFS and the Minister will consider that building homes in this place, in this manner, using more fire retardant type materials actually adds a layer of protection to the current homes that are already there, in which the current homes that are already there are older style homes and they're not built from materials that they're probably riskier materials in terms of fire. So by adding in new homes around that, built to a higher spec for fire protection, maybe even adding in some sort of fire suppression type systems, that actually increases the or lessens the potential of risk for the current homes. Also, as shown in the officer's report, the schematics of what is being suggested in terms of the layout of the builds and the blocks, they've got a ring road around that, and that ring road therefore can offer a further layer to slow down fire if it's not at a too high speed. So I am really excited and hopeful that this will get passed. Our tiny town is in need of further population for sustainability, and I think it's a great idea. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Willis. Councillor Black, would you like to? No? Is anyone changed their mind and likely to speak against the item? No? All right, we'll put the item to the vote then. Thank you. All those in favour? That's passed unanimously. Item 12, Corporate Governance, 12.1, Monthly Financial Report, August 2025. Do I have a mover, please? Councillor Rogers and Councillor Lee is happy to second. Does anyone have any comments or questions at all? All right, we'll put the item to the vote then. All those in favour? Passed unanimously. (12.2) Payments from municipal and trust funds, August 2025. We have the recommendation. Do I have a mover, please? Councillor Black, Councillor Pike. Any comments or questions? Okay, we'll put the item to the vote. All those in favour? That's also passed unanimously. (13) Recreation, Economic and Community Development. 13.1 Memorandum of Understanding, so loan agreement with the Dwelling Up Historic Collection. We have the officer's recommendation. Can I have a mover, please? Councillor Lee and Councillor Carter. Does anyone have any questions, comments? Councillor Lee, would you like to speak to the item, please?
Yes, thank you. Only that it makes sense, and probably the Forest Discovery Centre is a good place to have it, rather than at the visitor centre area. So yeah, it would be good for the Forest Discovery Centre and something extra for them to have there. Make interest to the public. Yeah.
Councillor Carter? No? I would just add to Councillor Lee, when we went up to Dwelling Up and had our briefing session up there and we went to the Forest Heritage Centre, they are certainly very keen to have the display there and to I guess get people from town up to that facility, and I think any extra strings to the bow will help to achieve that. So yes, I implore you certainly to support it. So all right, we'll put that item to the vote then. All those in favour? That's also passed unanimously. Item 13.2, Waiver of Fees and Charges, Rotary Art Show and Sale. We have the recommendation. Councillor Black to move and Councillor Lee to second. Any comments or questions from anybody? Okay, we'll put the... Councillor Black, would you like to speak?
Yeah, I think it's a real boost to the town when that art show is on. and we see the numbers coming through that add to our festival as well. So, yeah,
Excellent.
I think we should support it.
Great, thank you. Councillor Lee? Yeah. No? Okay, we'll put that item to the vote. All those in favour? It's passed unanimously. Item 15, items for information. So 15.1, delegated development application decisions, August 2025, are attached for information. 15.2, outstanding council resolutions, September 2025, are also attached for information. Item 16, business left over from a previous meeting is nil. Elected members' motions of which previous notice has been given is nil. Item 18, notice of motions for consideration at the following meeting. Does any councillor have any notices of motion for consideration? Unfortunately, Councillor Pike, that counts you out because you want to be here. Nobody? Okay, we'll put that as nil. Item 19, new business of an urgent nature approved by the presiding person or decision of the meeting. I haven't received any from anybody else, but I would like to add at this point a vote of thanks and well wishes to Councillor Pike as he is sitting here for his final time at this time. He may return, you never know. But I'd like to say thank you very much for your time and your consideration of everything you've done on council. You should be proud of your input. Speaking for myself, and I hope I speak for everybody else, we've enjoyed having you on council, and we wish you, your wife and your family all the best with what you do in the future. Yes, you can talk in this time.
Thank you, Mr. President. I appreciate it, and I would just like to say that the last 4 years on council has been very rewarding. It's really opened my eyes that the council and the Shire as a whole really does a lot more than what I ever knew. And unfortunately, the role as a council member actually demands a lot more energy and time than what a person can actually give in my position. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm stepping down. So, you know, I tip my hat to the councillors that will remain and for the new ones that come on. And if it's the role demands full attention if it's to be as rewarding as what it can be. So, yeah, hopefully I'll get another chance. I'll have to get voted back in, but maybe in about 5 years. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you, Councillor Pike. And before I close the meeting, I'd like to wish councillors that are up for re-election all the best of success. I look forward to the 18th of October election night and count. I also extend my well wishes to Mr. Cashman, candidate in the gallery, as we move forward. So with that, we'll go to item 21, which is closure of the meeting, and at 17:43 we'll close the meeting. It was a record.